What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, VampEV here, and today I'm wanting to talk to you guys about the Tesla Model Y. And the reason why I want to talk about it is because the Tesla, in my opinion, the Tesla Model Y is super important for Tesla in 2020, mostly because they just had record deliveries in Q4. And then on top of that, they delivered, I think it was 367,500 Teslas in 2019, and why the Tesla Model Y is so important for Tesla's continued growth. So the Tesla Model Y is a crossover SUV vehicle, which is super popular in the United States. So I definitely think just on that point alone, it's going to have a large number of sales. People are going to absolutely love the vehicle, especially like once it's able to be test drove. In late 2019, I think like December, from like December onward, there was tons and tons of Model Y sightings posted online. Everybody was seeing them. So I definitely feel that the production is coming soon. I do know that I've heard that there's ambition on them being earlier than anticipated. So I believe it was expected around fall 2020. And even if we still get them in fall 2020, I definitely feel that's huge, because then the later half, you know, Q3 and Q4, let's say, are going to have those numbers. And I'm hoping that Tesla, since the Model Y, I believe it shares 70% of the same parts as the Model 3, that it'll make the production easier. They might even still be assembled on the same production lines. And then as I don't think they're, let me just say this, I don't think there's a demand problem at all, but as the demand goes down or order numbers go down for the Model 3, in the first, I feel like it'll be down, I don't know, tax time, everybody might want to buy one. But as it goes down throughout the first 2 quarters, that'll make that room where they can produce those extra Model Ys, because I feel like the Model Y is going to be hot. I feel like the Model Y has potential to be bigger than the Model 3, just because America is huge on their crossover SUVs and their bigger vehicles right now. And also with that, as far as just the electric vehicle space goes, the only other option was really like a Model X, and then you have the Mercedes EQC, and with that, you'll have the Model Y, which will be a slightly affordable option. I think the lowest costing option at base right now is 48,000. And so with early 2020, just like, or well, mid 2020, just like the Model 3, you know, I imagine we'll probably get the performance deliveries first, then all-wheel drive, then the long range. And so those are going to be big numbers, most likely highly profitable. And one other thing that I would like to discuss is, so as you know, interchangeable parts. The Model Y is going to have a lot of parts in common with the Model 3. With that, you know, there's always been this stigma around Tesla as far as service issues go. So do I feel like Tesla will have more service issues with the launch of Model Y? Honestly, I don't think so, mostly on the fact that now you can, with a Tesla, you can request parts from them. A lot of people who do like repairs now, like rebuilds and stuff, they can request parts directly from Tesla. Sometimes they do take a little while. A lot of them are back ordered and things like that, in the sense that, you know, you have to wait like 2 to 4 weeks, but they do have that availability for people. And so with that, I feel like service issues are just going to go down, even with that production, because that just means that they can ramp up their production on the parts that they're already making, with 70% or so being in common with the Model 3. And then so again, I just think that this is important that Tesla releases a new vehicle for them to be able to continue to beat their numbers and sell and push towards increasing profitability, so that way they're able to continue and be a sustainable company and continue to grow. It's hugely important because Tesla needs those sales, and then so they can continue, so they have increased cash flow, things like that, be able to make more vehicles down the line, and hopefully put more money into research towards making even more affordable vehicles with the cheapest Model 3. I believe you can still purchase the $35,000 Model 3. However, I believe it does not come with autopilot, nor do you get like the heated seat features and things like that. And then so for that $39,900, you're able to purchase the Model 3, and it comes with autopilot and extra range, the standard range plus, as opposed to the standard range. So I feel like it's really a no-brainer, but again, sometimes that money matters, and you just get that $35,000, and I believe you're able to upgrade just for the price difference, so you can save up your money and get that. But again, the tax credit ended in 2019, and so with that, I feel like there was a bunch of last minute orders. It was only $1,750, but that is $1,750 less that they would have to pay and that they would get back essentially on their tax return. Most people would be eligible for that, especially if they're considering buying a Tesla. They would definitely have at least like that tax bracket to take full advantage of that $1,750. And so with that, I feel like, again, I don't think there's any kind of demand issue. I don't even own a Tesla. And I'm just saving up for one. I imagine quite a few more people are, so I don't think there's any kind of demand issues. But as far as continuing sales, that crossover SUV, that Model Y, is going to get so many more people's attention. And with the Model 3 already breaking records, I definitely feel like especially once they launch the standard range, and I believe it's supposed to be like the same price, hopefully they'll keep that. If they get it at the same price as the Model 3, I definitely think it's going to be that's going to be super huge, because I believe that they expect to start doing deliveries of those in early 2021. And then with that, I definitely think that's going to carry 2021 sales. Going to be a huge part, just like the Model 3 has just continued, especially once they started offering the more affordable options. And so it's going to be a game changer in my opinion. I feel like that's going to really help push Tesla to a better place, allow them to continue to make those sales, push towards profitability, increasing profits. And with that, it's just super important, since between that, the only other release that we have is Cybertruck. And again, with that price point and all those tax credits gone, I definitely think that, depending on your state, of course, some people's states have tax credits like Denver and California, which have excellent incentives, and those incentives are definitely huge on keeping EV sales. I wish every state would do those, or that there was talk about extending the US one, but without that happening, I definitely feel like it is key for Tesla to release a new vehicle, so that way they enter new markets. And then again, that crossover SUV is hot. People are paying $40,000 already for those kind of new cars. I definitely think it's going to be a winner 100%. The Cybertruck had 250,000 orders, something like that. And so I definitely think it's going to be a game changer once they start hitting the streets, hit production. I definitely hope they introduce it better than they did the Model 3. And I feel like they can now, just because they've got all that capacity and that 70-ish% similar parts. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, hit that thumbs up. If you didn't, hit that thumbs down. And just let me know what you would like to see in the future in the comments below. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, and what I can do better. And thank you guys for watching. Bye.